We all know that networking is the primary way that people find work, yet people don't do it. Why? Well, there are many reasons why, but the biggest one is their fear. They're afraid of being rejected. And as such, it gets in the way of them doing the things that allow them to make connections with other people that will be profitable. Now, I want to be clear. The ideal way to network is not when you're job hunting. Ideally, you're networking when you're not job hunting. You're staying in touch with people who you've had relationships with previously so that the relationships learn and grow and evolve. And learn is really about how the two of you help one another and complement one another or not. But the idea is about building a relationship, not just simply getting interviews or getting jobs. But if you're in job hunting mode, I know you know that you got a network, and I know your temptation is to focus on, I need an interview, I need a job. Who do you know? But you got to do it differently, because if you do it that way, people see you as a mooch. Like, you've hated when people call you up and beg for interviews or beg for jobs, and you stop taking their calls, and you don't want to be one of those people. So let's start off at the beginning with fighting your fear. And the way to fight your fear is acknowledge your fear, but do it anyway. So I'm afraid they're not going to get back to me. They're going to say no. All these sort of voices in your head that basically tell you, this is going to be a waste of time. Hear them, acknowledge them, do it anyway. Number two is try to get face-to-face with people. Now, face-to-face can be a Zoom call these days. It can be an in-person if you're in the same city or town. It can be a phone call. Any way is good as long as you're in some version of contact with them. Number three is, instead of just doing, help me, offer help to them. Offer other suggestions of ways you can help them, or ideas that can help them do something better, like do free consulting for them, so that in this way they get a handle on your capabilities, and that may trigger something for them that's going to allow them to want to refer you to someone else. I know you're tempted to say, why am I going to do all this work with no payoff at the end? No guarantee of a payoff, but there is no guarantee in anything that you're going to do when you're in job hunting mode. The ideal is when you're not in job hunting mode to be doing all this stuff, but once you're in job search mode, you do it anyway. I alluded to this before. Be patient, make time. It's nothing happens overnight. And the goal here is to recultivate or develop relationships with people so they get to know, like, trust, and respect you, or are reminded that they like, trust, and respect you. Got that? And thus, as I mentioned before, you focus on the relationship, not on begging for a job. Obviously, use social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and any other sites that you know where networking occurs, like forums, for example, or groups online. Like Facebook and LinkedIn have very active groups, and you can participate in some that relate to your field. And then you follow up with people. You have some version of contact with them, you follow up with them so that you're developing a relationship. Having one conversation is not a relationship. Having multiples over the course of time is. And people will start referring you to others as they start hearing and learning about your capabilities and getting to trust you. If it's a former colleague, a former relationship, trust you once again. If it's a new one, get to know, like, trust you, and respect you. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a ton in the blog that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you. Also, I'm going to remind you, while you're there, you can schedule time for a free discovery call or for coaching. You can find out about my courses, which are primarily about interviewing right now. My my books and guides. There's a lot there that will help you in your career. I also want to mention if this isn't the right time for you to do that, just put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us. My name, Jeff Altman, and in the notes field, put Job Search Blog. This way you can find it in the future. Lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day and be great.